All right, it's Thursday. It is Dance Party Thursday. Dance with me, even if you don't like this music, because I will be the first to admit it's not my jam either. But dancing is super good for you. It helps you release all the crap. This is a really good idea right before you're going to go live. If you're ever nervous, or you got all this extra energy, or you need more energy, just dance it out. Dance with your kids, dance with your spouse, dance with your friends, dance by yourself, dance with me. We are here to draw one of your video challenges. We're gonna draw one of these. These are the ones that you have submitted that you are stuck on. In some way, shape, or form, you are stuck on it. We're gonna draw, we're gonna see what we get. And we're gonna solve it on air, right here. This is always a moment for me. Oh, it's a good one. Can you read that? All right, let me stop the music here. All right, so we are going to talk about how to gracefully end a live. Now, I'm guessing what this one means is that moment where you're like, I'm done talking, and now I got to find the freaking button, and I got to stop it, and I can't find the button, and then it takes a minute to actually stop. And you got, I don't know, 30 seconds maybe of just you going, where is the freaking button? Where is it? Where do I click it? How do I stop it? And that just feels... Well, I learned a new word. I was reminded of a really cool word this past week, and that is doofus. You feel like a doofus because you're like, why is it so hard to find the freaking button? Yep, and to stop it. So I'm assuming that's what this means, how to gracefully end it. Okay, it could mean something else, so I promise we will come back to what else it could mean. Here's the best thing that I would tell you is that after you finish delivering whatever you're going to say, all of the magic is out. Just say thank you and then stop talking and just sit there for a beat or two with just a nice smile on your face. And then don't worry about your face because it's clear this is the end. There's no more talking. You're done. That's what that pause does. It makes people go, oh, it's over. Okay. And then you just take whatever time you need. If it takes you 2 or 3 seconds, who cares? Find the button and hit it and then just... nice smile. The worst thing you can do is what I call it resting Grinch face. But in particular, when you're trying to find the button and you're like, this is not a good look. This is not the face you want your people to see, right? So just remember, sometimes I'll even take a Post-it note if I need a little remindering. And I will Post-it note and I will write the word smile on it. Or I'll draw a smiley face and I'll put that on my camera. So I remember not to give them resting Grinch face. This is just as important in the beginning as it is at the end, okay? Most of the time, people are not watching the very end. Once you stop talking, once you said, bye, everybody, they're dropping off and they're not paying attention. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about the time that it takes you to find it. Don't try to make it faster. Don't worry about it. Just lean into it, okay? For the 1 or 2 people who are like, no, I'm gonna wait until the very last minute, they're just enjoying you. So let them enjoy you. It's okay. There's no harm in it. Okay? You're overthinking this, and I'm an overthinker. You're overthinking this. So let's just recap that, and then I want to back up and talk about what the other thing that this means. So for those of you that are just joining us live here, we're talking about how do you gracefully end a live. Okay. So what I shared, deliver your magic. It's awesome stuff, and then just, bye, everybody. Bye. And then take a second and then find the button and hit it and don't worry about it. Try to keep a pleasant look on your face, okay? Now, the other thing that this could mean is how do you close? Different than ending the live. This is more about the wrap up at the end of your talk. And I often talk about it like this. Your content is the ooey gooey center. It's the juicy stuff that everybody wants, right? And it's often like, let's see, I've got so many analogies here. It's summer, so let's use ice cream sandwich. You got sandwich cookies on the outside of that ice cream. Those sandwich cookers? The sandwich cookies give your ooey gooey center structure. Okay. If you didn't have those cookies, you'd have a mess. You'd have ice cream all over everything. And that's what happens with your content when you don't have structure to your content. It's an ooey gooey mess. People can't follow. They don't know what you're talking about. It needs structure. If you've ever thought, my videos just don't have any flow, it's likely not your content. It's your structure. Okay. So what are the cookies in the video world? This gets to your opening and your closing, or your closing and your opening and your closing. Those are the sandwich cookies. So when you think about how do I gracefully end a live, you're specifically thinking about the sandwich cookie that's on the end that wraps things up. And there is a structure to that, which is something that I teach inside any of and all of my programs. But I don't want to leave you with nothing just because you're not inside those programs, which, by the way, why are you not inside these programs? You can join my membership for $1. Okay. Beyond that, what you need to do is you need to think about those sandwich cookies as your first impression and your last impression. You want to, we've talked about hooks. You want to make sure that you're grabbing attention and pulling them in. Okay. That's the opening. There's more to it, but go with me. At least start with that. The closing is where you have a call to action. And your call to action is whatever next step you want your people to take with you. One thing, that's all you got to do. Here's what you can do. It can be as simple as, if you like this video, comment below and tell me what you're going to do, how you're going to apply what you've learned. In fact, let's do that with this video. Okay. Your action item at the end of this video is to tell me what you learned that you're going to apply with your own videos. That's your call to action. Okay. Now, what do you say after the call to action? This is an opportunity to give some words that are your final lasting impression. It's not new content. It's just a little wrap up at the end. If you want to know more about that, either of those parts, come and join my membership. Work with me one-on-one. Those are all part of my paid program. So I don't want to share it out of respect for the people who have paid for those things. But what I will tell you is that if you feel like your videos don't have a good, graceful ending, well, first of all, you're not alone. It is my nemesis. It is the hardest part for me. I often feel like I deliver my content and then I'm just like, now what do? I'm tap dancing and I just keep tap dancing until I figure out what to say at the end. So what I've learned is I got to plan it. I got to prepare for it. If I don't know where I'm going, I'm not going to know when I get there, and neither will my viewers. So plan it in advance. And for those of you that are like, I don't like to plan, I like to just be intuitive and just go with the flow and figure out, be impromptu. That's the better word, not intuitive. Be impromptu. Here's the key. You want to plan it, but make it look like it's impromptu. Because if you're anything like me, not planning it leaves you with an ooey gooey mess. Am I right? How's that? What is that famous question? How's that working for you right now? Not planning it. Okay. So let me say this. You don't have to overplan. I subscribe to a whole system that I teach my clients on how to plan and structure your lives. We're mostly working on that open and close, a little bit in the gooey center when we talk about storytelling and some structure and things like that. But it doesn't have to be an hour-long planning session. It can simply be 5 minutes before you're going to go live, grab some Post-it notes and just map out what you're trying to achieve. What are the points you're trying to make? What are your cookies? How are you going to start? How are you going to close? That's it. Put them on some Post-it notes, put it in front of you, put it on your phone, put it on the wall behind your phone. Oh, Susan said this was going to happen. And look at this. It's happening right freaking now. All right, Susan, this is for you. This is for you. Every once in a while, I recognize that it is challenging sometimes to just find white space. We all cram so much stuff into our daily to-do list in order to be productive that we don't have time to stop and think. And so Susan challenged me to just set some random alarms and that when it happens, to go with it, even if we're live on air. So join me if you will. We're just going to take 30 seconds. I just want you to take 30 seconds and just be with me. Don't overthink. Just tune into the silence. Just stop and listen. Close your eyes if you need to. Call it a water break. Take some deep breaths with me and just stop. Just stop and tune in. And one of the things that Stephanie Thompson always tells me to do is to get out of my head and get into my heart. And sometimes it helps if I just put my hands on my heart I just feel my heartbeat and I think about it and I just release myself to whatever the universe has to tell me in that moment. Okay. How fun was that? Did you guys like that little water break? I'm going to call them water breaks. We just did a 30-second water break. I hope you did it with me. I hope you enjoyed that. Okay. Now, how about that for a distraction? Oh, right. We were talking about the cookie sandwich and planning with some Post-it notes, right? So you're planning the 2 or 3 points that you want to make. You're planning your opening and you're planning your close. Those are your cookie sandwiches. Okay. That is how to end a video gracefully, is know where you're going, know what you're going to say at the end so you don't have to think about it as you're going. All right. Let's see what we got for comments. See if there are any questions in here. Oh boy, you guys have been active. Okay. Tina likes the cookie analogy. Yes, it's absolutely short and structured. Boom. I love that. Boom. Oh, Tammy likes the, let's see if you can see this. If I move it over there, look at that. Otis's doggy den. That's where he hangs out. Although right now he's not. He's, it's a tangent. Here's what's interesting, Tammy, and you can check me on this. Like, it bugs me that it's there. I thought it was going to be off camera, so I need to lower it. But if you're saying you like it, maybe I'll keep it. You have to let me know. Okay. Jamie says, I always make action items complicated. Okay. That's a really important one, Jamie, because if you overcomplicate it, here's what normally happens. If I don't plan it, here's what happens. I get to the end of my video and I go, okay, if you like this, subscribe to my channel and join me on Instagram and like me on Facebook and you, blah, blah, and I'm giving you 27 things to do. Nobody wants 27 things to do. And what happens is it's called the law of diminishing returns. Nobody will do anything. When you are crystal clear on the one step you want them to take, and you clearly call it out as, here's your action item, here's your homework, here's what I want you to do. Tell them what you want them to do. They'll do it. It's as simple as that. Okay, let's see here. I love this. Tammy's going to make sure she has call to actions. Every video should have a call to action, even if it is simple as, if you like this, give me a heart. It can be that simple. If you can't think of one, keep it simple. All right. Applying a structured hello and galette. No need to be messy. No one wants. I mean, what happens when you got ooey gooey ice cream all over? Anybody with kids? I don't even have kids and I know this. It's sticky and yucky and you can't consume it. Just like your videos won't be consumable if you don't have that structure in your flow. Okay. Oh, I love the being. Everybody loves the being. Yes, me too. Okay, let's see here. Love the water break. Oh no, kidney stones. Yeah. Everybody likes it. Keep it. Okay. All right. You guys are, you've made the decision for us. We're keeping it. All right. Let's go back. Let's wrap this up. Today, we've been talking about how to end gracefully, specifically alive. How do you do it? And we talked about 2 different ways, like the mechanics of how you actually find the button. And I did that review earlier. So if you missed it, go back and watch the very beginning of this video. And then we just spent some time talking about how you actually need to do a little bit of planning to make sure that you know where you're going with your video and that you leave your audience with that lasting impression, with a call to action and a lasting impression. Those are the 2 big things I would tell you to do. All right, everybody, let's see. What do we got going on the rest of this week? Oh, tomorrow, Friday, you guys, Maggie Olson's joining me and we're going to take selfies. You're going to learn how to take better photos with your cell phone. Here's the deal. She's got great stuff to share. Those of you that are in the Go Live League, in our VIP session, which happens immediately afterwards in Zoom, we're all going to redo our profile pictures. And she's going to walk us through. That's how exciting this is. I mean, Otis is freaking out. He's so excited. You're going to retake your photo, your profile photo with your cell phone. She's going to teach us how to do it. How's that sound? I'm so excited. It's going to be awesome. So this is perfect timing for me to end since Otis is freaking out. And I will see you all next time. Next Thursday, we do this every Thursday. Come and join us as we obliterate obstacles. And I hope to see you tomorrow on Beyond the Camera. All right, guys. See ya. Bye.